Hi tribe, we're Twin Oracles. Welcome to our channel and hope you're having a wonderful day.
So today we want to talk about making peace with your past. And this is a message that came out very strongly. This is also a message that feels as though is very pertinent to the last couple of weeks, some of you the last couple of years, some of you longer than you can remember. And so
we would like to offer you these channeled messages.
And the messages that we're channeling with this one, we will title this Make Peace with Your Past, because it's time. The reason why, okay, let's start at the beginning. Make peace with your past. The past already happened, and whether you can see it now or not, most probably it happened in your favor. Sometimes God permits things to happen so that we can grow from it, so we can evolve, so we can learn a lesson. Whatever the case may be, the past happened for you. And most times than not, we do bring our emotions into the picture. And so when our emotions get involved, we get in motion. In other words, we become emotional over the situation. We start to create a story as how we wanted to remember it. And most times, the way we remember the story to be isn't actually the way it happened 100%. You know, as humans, and I don't mean to belittle or to
be condescending
or to, make this less than what it is. As, many of us have gone through hardships. All of us, in fact, have gone through hardships. And these hardships allow you to grow and evolve and be the person that you are today.
And then but to go beyond that point.
And then from that standpoint, you experience more situations, experiences, so that you can learn more lessons and you can grow out of those lessons and you can evolve. And the whole name of the game is to evolve, to keep growing, okay? It is, humans we have this nature about us where we like to storytell. We like to tell stories. We like to play parts and roles. We like to put on a play or put on a show. And many of us get stuck in that wheel of entertainment or perhaps drama. And it's to break free from that. And that is, you can consider that the matrix. It's to break free from the matrix. And the reason why it's so important to make peace with your past is because sometimes the past can have a hold on us. It can keep us stuck, blocked, trapped in the past. And a lot of times, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years can pass us by, 60 years can pass us by, and we're still stuck where we were then. We're stuck there now, where we were then. And so if we can perhaps just entertain the idea that the past has already passed, and what you're really holding on to is the pain of the past. So whatever happened, whatever you experienced, that already passed. And so the pain, I guarantee you holding on to the pain is hurting you more today than what happened yesterday. Not to say that what happened yesterday, whenever it wasn't painful, didn't hurt you. Of course it did. It hurt so bad that you're carrying it with you. But it's holding on to it so tightly that is hurting you more. And so a lot of this is subconscious. A lot of you, this might not resonate with everyone, but there are many of you that are subconsciously, without even knowing, holding on to pains of your past. finding it difficult and hard to let go. Remembering what happened, how it happened, what was said, what wasn't said, who said what, how it started, how it ended, whose fault it was, who was in the right, who was in the wrong. And all we're saying right now is to perhaps entertain the idea, to perhaps just entertain the idea of let it go, free yourself from it so that you can heal. Free yourself from the pain of the past so that you can heal. Why do you want to heal? So that you can bring goodness into your life. Why did this all happen to you? Because you're the chosen one. Whether you know it or not, if you are watching this video, you are the chosen one. And stay tuned. We will create a video titled something along the lines, but it's going to have something in the title that says, "Blessed be the chosen one," or "the chosen one." Stay tuned for that. But if you're listening to this video right here and right now, you are the chosen one. And your path has not been easy. I guarantee that your path has not been easy. You have gone through trials, tribulations, hardships. Your heart has been broken more times than you can count, and most times from the people closest to you, the ones that you have loved the most dearest ones to your heart. And a lot of this was one big test. One big test. Because as the chosen one, many people are chosen. Many people are called. Let's put it this way. Many people are called to be chosen. As the chosen one, it's up to you to choose it. And not many people choose it. And when I say it, it's your path. It's your purpose. It's your mission here on earth.
It's a higher service to humanity.
And we know who's listening or watching. And you are an old soul. And that's why the lessons have been so heavy, so burdensome, so hurtful, so painful.
You're an old soul, as in you have reincarnated time after time and time again. You've had many lifetimes here on earth. And that's what makes you an old soul, because you have that much experience underneath your belt.
And so, making peace with your past. We say that again. Make peace with your past. Because only then can you piece yourself together.
And when you're not making peace with your past, you will find, and if you review your life, you will notice that the same scenarios from your past that have not been healed yet, these same patterns and situations and scenarios lessons keep repeating themselves over and over and over again. So the people in front of you might change, but the lesson cycles over and over and over until you learn that lesson, heal it, surrender it, give it to the highest power, give it to God, surrender it, and then move on so you can learn the next lesson. And you'll find that when you do this, you'll have good things coming to you, because after all, when you pass a test, you're rewarded somehow, some way, some shape or form. And it's to look forward to these rewards. And that should be motivation enough to want to heal these past traumas.
And so it's to become wiser. It's to understand that the person in front of you, every single person in front of you, all people in front of you, are people that you chose to teach you something, to show you something, to mirror to you a lesson. And so the mirror is a very important tool. And so when you see the mirror as a reflection of who you are, through that person in front of you, you can learn a lot. And what I mean by that is, for example, if you're talking to a friend or a family member or that coworker, or you're turning to someone saying something along the lines of, I always seem to find those people that cheat on me, or I always seem to find the same people who just keep using me or abusing me or taking me for granted.
Or bad things always happen to me.
Or bad things always happen to me. Or if there's some sort of pattern that you can place or notice in your life that repeats itself more than once, there's some sort of lesson there to learn so that you can learn from it, heal from it, and move forward. Until then, that lesson will keep repeating itself. So the mirror allows you to see your own reflection, if you will, through every single person in front of you. Rather than saying, this person hurt me in the past, we can perhaps entertain the idea or change our perspective and say, what was my lesson at that time? What is something, one thing, two things, three things that I learned? What did I learn with that experience? What could have I done differently?
Or what am I not seeing yet? What am I not learning yet?
And it's these type of questions, this type of analysis, this type of introspection, this type of going back to that time when, going back to the past, understanding the lesson, making peace with it, presently making peace with the past, so that in that moment you can create a future that is abundant, prosperous, bountiful. Most times when we hold things with a tight grip, we can suffocate things, we can block things, we can delay things, and we can blind ourselves from the truth. We sometimes self-sabotage ourselves. And why would one do that? Why would one want to sabotage themselves? Why? What's the purpose in that? And sometimes it's out of distraction. Sometimes we keep people, situations, things, experiences in front of us, and we keep repeating the same old pattern over and over and over again with the same type of people over and over and over again, because we're scared to evolve. We're scared to grow, because that might mean letting go of people, things, situations, addictions, toxic behaviors, toxic people.
Sometimes we're scared of change, because if you feel there's a change coming, you don't know what that thing is actually coming towards you. You don't know what the new situation will be in front of you. So some people are really, really scared of change.
And so we choose to stay in our comfort zones. Some of us are scared of our own gifts. We're scared of our own powers, because perhaps in a past life, you lost your life because of your gifts. You were mislabeled. You were misjudged. And because of that, you lost your life. And that's a scary thing, because, we might not fully remember, but subconsciously the psyche remembers. And you might say to yourself subconsciously, it might be so deep, so painful, that you're like, no, I remember what happened last time. Nah. I remember what happened last time when someone noticed my gifts, or when I exposed my gifts. I'm not ready to live that again in this lifetime. But what we can tell you is that the energy has changed.
And some people, also I want to make mention, are scared to leave loved ones behind.
And that's a
So
deep fear.
So what I mean by that, well, I mean, if you're choosing to grow and evolve and go higher and learn from this lesson that has been repeating itself over and over, learn this lesson and move on to the next lesson, you're rising your vibration, you're evolving, you're growing. And for some of you, you might feel that loved ones around you aren't ready for that evolution. And so you stay stuck where you are out of fear of leaving these loved ones behind.
But that's an assumption that you make.
Yes. And so I would like to offer you a change of perspective or a change of perception. So what if you were to evolve from a lesson that is in front of you and you're choosing to grow beyond it and raise your vibration and move higher, move past it? What if loved ones around you see that new version of you and they want to do it too? And in a lot of cases, that's exactly what happens. There becomes an up-leveling for you and for your loved ones if they choose and if they're ready. And so by you leveling yourself up and bringing yourself to the next level, you're inviting others and loved ones around you to do the same. And so that is how we raise the vibration of ourselves and also of the world. And that brings in the mirroring effect again. So when you're moving higher, you're showing to others and mirroring to others that they are able to do this also. And that's the beauty in all of this.
It's a two-way mirror, if you will. And what if we told you that you were the lighthouse? What if we told you that you were the trailblazer? What if we told you that you were the chosen one? What if we told you that you were the one to lead your tribe? What if we told you it all starts with you? What if we told you that as you heal yourself, you heal the world? What if we told you that when you raise your vibration and when you start to ascend higher and higher, your family, loved ones, friends will also in turn do the same thing? They will reflect to you what you're reflecting to them, the two-way mirror. And what if we told you that everything we just mentioned is true? Let's just entertain that for a moment. Would you then be fearful of moving to higher highs? Would you be fearful of making peace with your past? Would you still hold on to your past? Would you still allow your past or allow your past to have a hold on you, to have a grip on you? Would you allow what you're allowing now? Because of fear or anxiety or whatever the case may be, it all boils down to fear. Would you allow fear to dominate your life? Fear of losing friends, family members, loved ones around you, fear of losing your life, whatever the case may be. If you knew then what you know now, and if what you know now is true, and if the truth is that once you make peace with your past and you allow this change, that the sky's the limit, that everything you really want, everything you've ever wished for is here for you. All you have to do is let go. Let go of the past, make peace with the past, heal from the past, to allow love, abundance, prosperity, joy.
Let go, learn the lesson, and let God reward you for learning that lesson. And so these are just a few messages that we would like to offer to you. And we invite you to sit with these messages and contemplate them and free your heart of any preconceived notion and find what resonates for you. Not all of this may resonate for you, so choose what does, and the rest, it's okay. You can just let it be, let it go, surrender it. But we do invite you to see life in a new light.
New perspective.
And we hope you enjoyed our messages.
Please take a moment to like, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, share it with friends, family, loved ones. It does help our channel to grow. but it also infuses your energy into the channel so that the messages become clearer and more geared and catered to you as well.
And when you share these messages, you just never know who you might help. So we love you. We thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.